The dichotomy of control. It sounds like some sort of mystical beast out of Harry Potter, but in fact it was set forward as a set of principles by our old mates, the Stoics, thousands of years ago, so that we can focus on things that we have a little bit of control over and try and ignore the nonsense that goes on in the world that we can't control at all. If we focus on 5 areas that we can put this into practice, hopefully our lives will be a little bit better. The first thing is in the area of work, career, and business. If you're worried about whether you're going to get a job promotion or workplace politics or what other people think about you, there's not a lot you can really do about that. Otherwise, you'd just be constantly staying awake and panicking and fretting about how to correct it. Just focus on the stuff you have a control over, like whether you're professional, whether you turn up on time, and whether you do a good job and you can give yourself a pat on the back at the end of the day. The next things are physical health. We can't really wrestle with whether we're going to get ill from some sort of genetic abnormality or something that's going to strike us down that we have no control of. Like if we go to Africa and get some sort of Ebola illness and we're sat on the lavatory for the next 6 months. But we can focus on whether we're strong, whether we're healthy, whether we eat the right food or we go for exercise on a regular basis. And that's where we really should focus our attention. The next thing is around relationships. Things like dealing with people who have personal issues that bring lots of baggage to the table. You can't really deal with that. But if you can concentrate on good relationships, showing appreciation to people, giving people empowerment, and showing that your behavior and your actions are worthwhile, you're going to be able to win them over. But the baggage and all the other nonsense they might bring to the table, you have very little control over. The next things are financial well-being. Sometimes we have market volatility, or we might get made unemployed or struck down by some sort of disaster in the market. We can't really deal with that, but the localized macro stuff we can deal with. We make good financial decisions, like whether we save our money or invest in improvement and things like that. But the things that are more broadly global and we have no control of, we shouldn't really stay awake worrying about them at night. And the next and final thing is focus on stress. Don't get stressed about things you have no huge amount of control over. Focus on things like planning and application and execution. That way you do have focus and control, and that can limit your stress. And the other things you just have to let go and try not to get too stressed about. So just to go over those 5 points again, think about your career and your work and where you can apply control. Think about your physical health. Think about relationships and the people that you can deal with. Don't get drawn into the absolute nonsense and baggage that you bring. Think about financial well-being on a local, personal level, and try not to think about the global volatility in the market. And try and reduce your stress by planning, thinking ahead, and controlling your own emotions. And hopefully, if you do that, your ability to implement the dichotomy of control will be pretty good and your life will be better.